Welcome back to part 2 because Dexter went crazy over a dog, so had to take care of that. And now we're back. I want to talk a little bit about this side of the Airstream over here. One thing is the fabric, you'll notice, is custom. This is not what you get standard with an Airstream. For one, this is a mid-century modern style. It's got piping. It's got more like regular fabric like you would find in a house, not in an RV. It's got some decorative buttons. It's a really tight, crisp look and great upgraded padding. So what I had before was the truffle seating that comes from Airstream. And I liked it okay, but after a while, it was starting to move. It was starting to bend over this lip here. It was getting a little squishy. So this is a big upgrade, and aesthetically it just looks so much better. It looks more like a house and feels more like a house furniture than it does RV furniture. You probably saw that over here as well. So that's all custom work recently done, and I love it. It's a major improvement with the Airstream. They've got all kinds of different fabrics and colors that they can do at Ultimate Airstream. You probably noticed this. This is not standard with the base model that you get from Airstream. Normally the bench goes all the way out to the refrigerator over here, to the wall, and just nobody sits like that, like, you know, line a family up. And then they sit and look across at the sink and the stove. Like, that's just isn't realistic, and it's kind of a waste of space for me. So I had them take that out and then put in this pantry, and it gives me lots of shelf space up here, which is great for unpacking groceries. And it's another surface where if you want to have someone like chopping vegetables while someone else is cooking or that sort of thing, like that extra cabinet space is huge. And then of course, like, this is a lot of pantry space here. So this is where I keep all my non-perishables. And then down at the bottom, I can show you real quick. And then down at the bottom, they don't go as deep, these bottom two. So in this one, I keep things I have a lot of extra of. Like, I hoard aluminum foil. I don't know why, so I've got a lot of that. That'll be there for a few years. And then in here is where I keep my portable vacuum. So I've got a hand vacuum for cleaning. I store that down there. And then obviously the TV is here. This little thing can kick on a fan in the refrigerator. So if it's a really hot day and the refrigerator needs a little extra help, you can put that on, and it helps keep the refrigerator freezer cooler. And yeah, that's it. And then over here, I've got the rounded Audi sink that they make at Airstream. There's a lot of storage space under here, so I really like these cabinets. You can get a lot down in here under the sink, and hides the trash can, which is built into the space. I keep more cleaning supplies, more aluminum foil, that sort of thing under there. Trash bags, stuff that I access regularly, I keep in there. And then also like dishwashing mats and rack, I keep there. And up here, more non-perishables. I'm overflowing right now because of COVID-19. I stocked up on canned foods almost 2 months ago, and I'm still working through them. I'm seeing daylight. I had boxes of canned foods before, so this is an improvement. My spices I keep on a step-up rack so I can see them and grab them easier. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's some shelving that goes up, and I stack spices up that way. Keep them organized. And again, just too much stuff. I'm working on it. And this stove is not the model that comes from the factory. This is an upgraded stove, and it's upgraded in a couple of ways. For one, it's got this flat top, and the other one isn't flat top. It's got some burners up here, and this just visually looks so much better. Plus, it has extra space that you can work on or set things on if you're not using the cooking space. So you can take something out of the oven and set it up here and that sort of thing. It's great. And then the burners are under here, so when you're ready to cook, you can flip that lid up, and that helps protect that wall back there from the heat and splatter. And then the stove itself is upgraded. For one, it's got a window, so you can actually see in. It's got a light and a window. And the other thing is it's self-lighting. So you can turn it on the light, get a spark, and it will ignite. Whereas the model that comes from Airstream, you have to do the old school, turn it on and hold the button, hold the gas on over here, which is hard when you're right-handed, because then with your left hand you have to stick a lighter under here and ignite the gas way back in the back. So that sucks. And then there's more storage under here. I don't even remember what I have under here. Oh, barbecue grill utensils under there. And here's another big improvement for me, probably not for everyone for sure, but this used to be the microwave that comes standard with the Airstream, and I'm just not a microwave person, never really use one. And plus, when you're boondocking, it draws so much power that unless you have a big generator, you're not going to be able to run a microwave anyway. Same thing with the air conditioner. So for me, it was a waste of space, and that's your enemy in the RV is waste of space. So I had the microwave taken out, gave to my parents, and remodeled this so it's an extra linen closet. And so I've got all my Pendleton blankets in here and throws that I keep in here, and I love this. And then the refrigerator runs on either gas or electric. So right now I'm plugged into the electric system, to the grid, so it's running off that. If I unplug off that, it will kick on the propane automatically and switch to the propane, just to keep the refrigerator cool. And then just to give you a sense of how big the refrigerator space is, that is more than enough for me. Maybe not enough for a big family. Then you got your circuit breakers and stuff down here. There's a carbon dioxide kind of monitor there that shouldn't ever go off, but will warn you if there's some kind of bad gas in the air. And then there's this privacy screen. So if you have guests that are staying in here, this dinette converts to a bed. Will lay flat for like a double full-size bed. And you want to have some privacy between the bedrooms, you can put the screen out and lock it over here. Here's some more kitchen pantry space. And I don't have this super well organized at the moment. A little embarrassed, but this has everything I need. I'm huge on stackables. In fact, I love my Yeti cups, but the biggest problem with them is they aren't stackable. But I use these for, coffee and stuff like that. I love those. Everything else is stackable, and I can't speak highly enough about the Magma brand pots and pans. So they are stackable, so I've got a lot of pots and pans in here. And a little wok. I've bought a couple more, but these all will nest on themselves. And the handles break off. So you could put the handle on and go. But this is a huge space saver. Plus, the quality of the pans is awesome, which is really hard to find with camp sets. This is not like a camp set. This is definitely like chef grade cookware designed to stack and nest and break apart for small spaces. So can't recommend that highly enough. You can usually find that at RV or marine stores. What else? Another customization. When you're driving and your pots and pans fly against this door, they could pop out. So I added this leather strap and button. So I secure that before I take off, and I never have that problem. And then down here, you've got utensils. Plenty of space for utensils. This is, again, not organized, sorry. And kitchen towels and pot holders and things like that. So this door isn't opening all the way for some reason, but there's even deeper, more space back there. Then you cross the imaginary line into the bedroom area, and you get not much space for clothes. And this, I've got 2 of these. I keep most of the clothes I wear on a regular basis in this compartment. And I just have like underwear and socks and everything in a basket down there. There's space in the back that I fold up. I roll up sweatshirts and hoodies and stack them back there. So these are mostly t-shirts hanging. Sweatpants and shorts and jeans up here. And then over on the other side is another compartment. And I use these for jackets and coats and things I don't really wear very often. I don't open this drawer that often. And then down below, I keep a basket full of like hats and hairbands and things like that. And then up here is, for me, gotten a little junky, but this definitely can be where you keep your towels and different things like that. So this whole part is also custom. What you normally would get with the Airstream right here is a second sink for hand washing out of the bathroom. And the sink comes about up to here. And then down below, this space really doesn't have much, because of the piping, the plumbing, it really didn't have much space to put anything. And then this space, instead of a window, was a huge vanity, where you know, a mirrored shelving so you could put in your toothpaste and stuff like that. Giant mirrors, and it was crazy. So I took all of that out and then added this taller cabinetry, took out all the plumbing. So now I have a lot of space here. So I still have like stuff you normally find in the bathroom. And then here's where I store like cleaning supplies. And then down below is where I stock up toilet paper. So I had them make it to these sizes. I probably could have added another shelf.